daktari jina lake ni William Samoei Ruto.
Yeah.
So according to a lot of people, William Samoei Ruto is proving
Yes.
Uhuru Kenyatta right. Yes?
True.
This means that majuzi there was
Yes.
a birthday party for Uhuru in Gatodo.
True.
And the people of Gatodo apologized to Uhuru for not listening to them
True.
and believing that Ruto was promising things he could never deliver. What's your defense for that?
Let me tell you, my brother Mwafrika.
Yeah.
Wacha nirudi nyuma kidogo.
Yes.
Uhuru Kenyatta alipata serikali imekuwa kila kitiko imeundwa.
Yeah.
Right? And out of 100 shillings, Uhuru angetoa 20 shillings kulipa deni. Imanisha 80 shillings inafanya barabara nini development alipa watu. William Samoei Ruto inherited a dumb broke government, bro. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Broke government.
Kuna time mlikuwa na 93 million shillings only.
Yes. I mean, a government of 100 shillings, bob, right?
Yeah.
80 bob out of 100 shillings. Ama 10 bob, shilingi 8 inaenda kwa deni.
Okay.
80 bob out of 100 shillings inaenda kwa deni. Ilifika mahali that Kenya aingepata loan anywhere apart from the bilateral shylocks as IMF.
Yeah.
Right? Tulifika hapo. Yani Kenya was milk a pat down.
Kenya
by the previous regime of handshake. You get the point? And let me tell you.
You see, this is where I have to stop you kidogo.
Yeah.
There was never a handshake regime. And I remember there's someone who said this. Someone broke it down. Kuna mtu aliuliza.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you the same question. Which Ruto appointed cabinet secretary was fired
Yes.
so that they could be replaced by a Raila Odinga appointed cabinet secretary? Just give me one. Don't give me two. Then we continue.
Yeah. I've got to know
so
yes
we can
or
know
not.
about the handshake regime.
I'm a kind of a leader who has got to know yes or not, right?
Yeah.
But now let me tell you. Allow me to explain. My good brother, Mwafrika, Manu umekaa hapa.
Yeah.
Hata we ujue the clear role of a deputy president.
A deputy.
Yes.
That's a worldwide phenomenon. It's not just in Kenya.
Delegation is being delegated, right?
Yes.
Delegate.
But that's worldwide. Like even Kamala
Right?
Harris, it just looks beautiful on stage.
In 2010 constitution tuko nayo sahi is known as one of the best constitution worldwide. But haikutuonyesha the clear role of president. I mean deputy president.
Yes.
Deputy president ni usaidizi, anasaidia tu. But
to advise.
Yes, tu anasaidia. Right? But the president is the CEO of a country.
Yeah.
Right? Country kiperform mzuri, hiyo tunawekea president. Country kiperform vibaya, hiyo lawama inabakia president. Right? And let me tell you, and you need to understand this. President is the de facto minister of finance. Ndio maana unaona president anaweza enda kwenyu huko Nyakachi. Anaweza ongea mambo ya falls.
Yeah.
Hadi vitu zikue, pesa ziletwe. You is the de facto minister of finance. Ruto as deputy president in the previous regime akwa na nguvu yoyote could dictate anything. Right? Kubeba msalaba yoyote ya the previous regime.
Unamuasha na kuwa mweupe kama
I'm telling you, bro.
So right now, this is what we are saying.
Yes.
Like right now, Gachagua is useless. Is
Yes.
that what you're saying?
No.
The Gachagua is useless.
I'm not saying, useless is a very...
No, but is that what you're saying? Because the first term,
yes.
Ruto never complained. Yes?
Yeah.
And inasemekanaga walikosana by 2016.
Yes.
The people who know about the beef between the two of them. So that in 2017/2018,
yes.
Uhuru actually wanted Wamalwa.
Yes.
What's his name? The kid.
Eugene Wamalwa.
Eugene, to be his running mate. So that has been the story out there, yes? So, but in 2018, when they were still appointing the new cabinet, everyone that Ruto involved was still involved. Yes? So how can we say that Ruto had zero power? When you have people like Rotich.
Yes.
Rotich, for example.
Yes.
And his even corruption scandal.
Yes.
Those ones are wakosaidia Ruto. Sindio?
Yes.
Like I remember I saw a Kabogo interview where Kabogo was saying he talked to Uhuru they were to build a hospital in Kiambu.
Yes.
And the person who refused was Rotich. Rotich just killed that deal.
No.
Acheki. So
Not Rotich. I was with them.
Yeah.
Ilikuwa sister studio ya hiyo alikuwa.
Yeah.
Alisema Uhuru dodged him.
Through Rotich.
Through Rotich. Yes.
Okay.
Now, umesema Ruto and Ruto's boys.
Yeah.
The Ruto's men were the likes of Eden Duale.
Yeah.
What happened to Eden Duale? He was fired.
He was a what?
He's a community leader. He was fired.
Okay.
Right? Rotich was fired.
For corruption.
Was fired, bro.
For corruption allegations.
Those were just allegations. Was fired, bro. Go to this guy from Chirchir. Was fired. Anybody
and
who was
who
closer,
replaced him? I need to hear Ogonyo Odero who replaced some of these people.
Was fired. And that one tells you that Uhuru was using Raila Amolo Odinga, right? Kama shield yake. Uhuru was not genuinely to Raila Amolo Odinga. Those who are known, those who are closer to William Samoei Ruto were fired. Fired, bro. They were fired. Now, how can you tell me, including the member of parliament, were frustrated?
But this is where ni confused.
Yes.
Akina OKINDA.
Yes.
Because 1 minute, Uhuru is fighting Ruto. The next minute, Uhuru wants Ruto to be president, but not Raila. Like,
no.
Which way is it?
We are now talking...
Because now I'm confused.
Like, let me tell you.
You
know, in politics, it's a game which you may fail to understand. Politics ni dynamics. Right? Kuna zile vitu naweza fanya and truly I'm fighting you.
Yeah.
But the outcome or the result of that war ina benefit. Right?
Yeah.
Which is allowed in politics. It's politics 101. I fight you because tunataka the narrative. Now, how can we create the narrative? We create crisis, delete a narrative. So let me tell you. Like huyo umeniuliza hiyo. When Raila supporting Kibaki, alienda naye Kisumu. Right?
Yeah.
Akasema Kibaki ni kijana Jaramogi. Did Uhuru work with Raila Amolo Odinga to Central Kenya? Nope. Angeenda Central Kenya. Aseme watu wangu, mimi kama President Uhuru Kenyatta kijana wenyu. Mimi I believe in democracy. Hata kama utapiga kura ama utapiga kura. Raila Amolo Odinga huyu ndiye anaweza chunga sisi. Alisema
kwa that infamous speech of his. It was, I don't know if it was central, but there is this one infamous speech that he did. And then another desperate thing he did for Raila was when he addressed all Kikuyu stations to say thank you and what. And I remember a lot of people was like, this guy is still campaigning. That was the night before the elections. That was to sway the dead and the youngers. And they were like, hell to the no. So I don't know because I feel like the Kikuyu hatred for Uhuru was actually genuine. Like people hated this guy at some point.
Can I tell you, bro?
So,
Can I?
Yeah.
The issue of Kikuyu and Luos has been the leadership.
Yeah.
We are not even neighbors. We don't even fight over lands. Right? It has been presidency. And imeletwa na familia mbili. That is Jaramogi and Kenyatta. The supremacy of Kenyatta and Jaramogi.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And let me tell you, if you want to know, it has been a war between the two families. Raila alibeba Kibaki. Kibaki alikuwa Mkikuyu. Akasema Kisumu. Kibaki tosha. And you need to know, Orengo alisimama, Orengo Mjaluo. Orengo alipoteza ubunge na presidency. Tukapigia Kibaki kura to the last man. And Kibaki has been a Kikuyu man. Nini ilikuwa ngumu kwa Uhuru Kenyatta kuenda na Raila Odinga? Uko Thika Town. Aseme watu wangu, mimi ndio nilileta Ruto. Na mimi ndio nasema leo. This guy cannot linda sisi. Tupige Raila Amolo Odinga kura. And let me tell you, Uhuru's regime towards few months to election, ilikuwa na frustrate wa Kikuyu. Go to Kariobanki. Go to Kumali. Alikuwa na frustrate Kikuyu community. I'm telling you. that one tells you that Uhuru was not genuinely supporting Raila Amolo Odinga.
Okay. Because now, if you're talking about frustrating the Kikuyu community, I feel like if you picked a stone and you threw it at a businessman, the probability is going to land on a Kikuyu's head is very high.
True.
You're so right now, Ruto has picked up that stone and it's called overtaxation.
Yes.
And one of the places that was in the news was Nyeri. That watu wa KRA walienda Nyeri, they found a hardware that's been running since 2018.
Yes.
And they were like, we need your tax records.
True.
So you see, I feel like the fact that the Kikuyus and entrepreneurship are known to go hand in hand.
True.
If you are going after taxes or after what, you're going to land on a Kikuyu, whether by intent or by accident.
Yes. Uliniuliza swali that wengine wana complain.
Yes.
Then tuka branch kidogo kwa Raila. Ruto alichukua inchi ikiwa broke. Damn broke. Give me time. Mwafrika.
Okay.
Out of 100 shillings, 8 ilikuwa nalipa deni. Tukachukua bilateral Shylock. Tupe pesa. Kurana government.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
2, tuko na the global economic meltdown. Iko globally. Tuko revolution. Economic revolution. Global economic revolution, bro. Go to Germany. Life is so hard. The cost of living in Germany iko juu. Sana. Go to zile nchi za Ulaya like United States. There are several banks zimefungwa, bro. Hakuna biashara.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. and let me tell you, always survive hapa Kenya bila kuomba loan ama grants kwa nchi kama Germany, United States. Go to Pakistan, right? The cost of power, energy in Pakistan. Karibu wafunge mashops. I know you know it well as a journalist. You know it well.
Yeah.
So the issue of cost of living has never been the Kenyan issue. It's a global issue. But this revolution. And
let me interrupt you for a split second.
Yeah.
The problem is during the election period, Ruto said it's not a global issue; it's a Kenyan issue. Continue.
Let me tell you. You're right. You've given me a very powerful question.
Yeah.
Ruto has become a realist. I'm a politician, right? Kuna zile terms za campaign. This is Ruto, the CEO of a country, and that one was Ruto, a presidential candidate. Okay. Now we are talking about the Ruto of the CEO, and we need to be so honest with our people. The issue of the giant ijakuwa giant ya Kenya. It's a global giant, a global economic meltdown. 2, Kenya ilikuwa inchi imekuwa karibu ianguke. Kulingana the previous regime over borrowed na milk Kenya pumped down. And let me tell you, my brother,
before continue, Ian, I want you to Google how much this government has borrowed. Continue. In 1 year. Just Google. And
let me tell you.
Because you know what's coming.
You're right, yeah. I love that.
Okay.
I can foresee the presidency of William Samoei Ruto to salvage the situation where we are now, amicably. Yes. And he's going to be the best president ever. And let me tell you, I want to compare Ruto and Kibaki. Right? Kibaki restructured the issue of taxation.
Yeah.
I mean the point. But Kibaki, ukiangalia the expenditure ya Kenya, the Kenyan government, right? Ile regime ya Kibaki na sai iko juu. Kibaki hakufanya na 2010 constitution. Hii ya devolution. The devolved system, the decentralized system of government. Haikuwa kwa government ya Kibaki. Ilianza na Uhuru Kenyatta. Then, if you want to know we are progressing or not, you compare yourself with the neighbors. Right? Go to Uganda.
Yes.
Go to Uganda. Wanauza mafuta pesa ngapi? Wanauza mafuta 216.6.
Uganda is a landlocked country.
Yes. 216.6.
Yeah.
Right? Sisi tunauza mafuta 217.6. Of a difference of a shillings.
Uganda is landlocked.
Yes.
It's literally imports its fuel through Kenya. So Kenya needs to be cheaper.
But do you know why Kenya...
And not just cheaper.
Do you know why Kenya is cheaper? Do you know why Uganda is very expensive than Kenya? Right?
How much did you say Uganda is?
Uganda is
216.6.
16.6.
To 16.6.
Kenya is 2.27 to 17.6.
Yes.
Difference of 1 shilling.
And Uganda
Let me
is to
tell you.
16.6.
Yes.
Uganda is cheaper.
Yes.
Yes.
I've gone to Uganda. I'm a businessman. Right? Uganda inafaa uze mafuta hata 170 at most. You know why? The expenditure ya Kenya in East Africa iko juu. Tuko na the default system of government. The decentralized system of government. Office ya governor alone inakula pesa ngapi?
And these are
And tuko na 47 counties. In United States wako na states ngapi?
Inakuanga ni 52. 52 ama ni 50?
55. Ni 50?
Because I know there in 50 states plus hizi mbili ni nini? Because nini is not a state. Is DC a state?
50s, right?
Angalia?
Around 50s. Sini
I know
kweli?
it's 52 something. Okay.
Around 50s, right?
Yeah.
Na United States inatoshana Africa.
It's 17 times bigger than Kenya. Yeah.
Yes. Na Kenya ni kama one of the states in the United States. Na ikuna 47 counties. Can you see the expenditure, bro? We need to be honest with this guy.
Yeah, we are overrepresented. We are overrepresented.
True.
Yeah.
And let me tell you. Go to TZ. Wanauza mapesa pesa ngapi?
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
200.
Okay. Let me counter something before we continue.
Yes.
How many MPs does Uganda have? We learned this thing majuzi too. How many MPs does Uganda have?
One, Uganda iko na ile constitution ya Moi.
Sema tu wako na MP wangapi? Tusianze mambo ya
I'm
Lingala.
not sure.
Wako na 557 MPs. So they're also overrepresented.
Overrepresented.
Yeah.
But I want a governor. I want a
Okay,
women
but
rep.
still.
I want a MCA. Wako na councillor. I want I mean...
Okay. Let's continue. Because I'm hoping Ian hapa ame find how much
so that one tells
that
you
has been borrowed. Yes.
Kenya expenditure ya Kenya kulingana zile challenges the previous government ilitupea.
Yeah.
The RUTO is trying. And is really working on it.
Okay. Because this is another problem. Magufuli was a dictator, yes?
Yes.
But he's classified as one of the best presidents for Tanzania when it comes to development.
True.
Do you know how many trips Magufuli did during his close to... He was a president for over 6 years, I think. 6 or 7 years. Do you know how many trips he made? Foreign trips?
One... Yeah, let me tell you.
How many foreign trips did he make?
He made few foreign trips.
And how many trips has RUTO done in 1 year?
That's why I
want to... Do you know the figure?
Yeah, I mean, several trips.
38 trips.
Yeah, it's fine. Can I explain?
Yes.
Magufuli one, health-wise, alikuwa na shida.
Okay.
Right? Angepanda ndege. Hata akikuja Kenya, alikuwa nakuja na gari.
Yeah.
Right? Two, Magufuli alipata inchi yenye the previous regime akumess na uchumi ya inchi. Akumess up na uchumi ya inchi. Right? Alipata inchi imekuwa steady juu ilitoka kwa Jakaya Mrisho Kikwete was a responsible political chieftain. Aunge compare na previous regime. Two, RUTO inherited a broke government. When you've got a broke government, lazima make several trips to foreign countries. Right? You Kenya ilifika mahali aingepata hata loan from zile international banks, global banks, donors. Julikuwa na deni plus deni. Lazima aende China waongea how to pay the loan. Lazima aongea na what IMF, bilateral dialogue. So if any case anybody might blame RUTO kwa hizi foreign trips, then huyo ni mtu blind. It's so blind.
So according to you, 38 trips in 1 year makes perfect sense.
I mean, they are positive,
and don't forget,
very positive trips to Kenyan lives.
Don't forget, he's not flying economy, yes?
No, he's trying. I mean,
he's not flying economy.
Any single
so these trips cost millions. So I think the budget is the trips were taken a few billions. These billions, you don't feel like they could have been put to use?
Do you know Kenya? And you need to know this, my good brother. Kenya is the door of East Africa. Kenya ikisink, hizi nchi zingine pia lazima sink.
I think Kenya, that's just a belief we have.
No, not a belief. It's the it's the door of East Africa.
So hizi shilingi yetu inaenda chini ya TZ is still at the same level.
You know why?
You know why
against dollar? You know why? Because the export rate vis-a-vis the import. The export iko juu kuliko import.
Yeah.
So lazima watu wa struggle over dollar. Right? That's why you saw RUTO, the President RUTO, talking to the Middle East government. the issue of mafuta. We utupe mafuta na hii pesa fulani, so hiyo pesa tunalipa into installment, but si kama loan. Si kama tunanunua tunachukua shilling, tunanunua dollar, from dollar ndio tunanunua mafuta. Unaona, it's very expensive. Unachukua loan na shilling kutafuta pesa, utalipa, then unanunua mafuta. Hapo hiyo ni V-shape. Hapo kuna pesa ingine inapotea. I mean, Ruto is trying, bro. Ruto is a very straightforward man. I mean, he's gonna be the best president ever.
Okay. Poleni, as I have to keep apologizing for my homer. So, Ian, how much have we borrowed? So I had to even grab the laptop, just to confirm. So it's being said that the RUTO government has, borrowed 1.2 trillion in 9 months.
Yes.
Acheki.
Yeah.
And so compare the Uhuru government borrowed 437 billion shillings in its first 12 months. Saizi tuko at 1.2 trillion.
Yes.
Tetea serikali.
Let me tell you, bro, Kenya iko na deni ya China. And you cannot build a nation by taxation alone. Yeah. Right? No any country on earth is a building a taxation. Kenya iko na deni ya China. Right?
Yeah.
Ile inchi iko na deni ya China kubwa kabisa United States. Si Kenya. Yeah. United States.
Yeah.
But can you compare the economy of United States and Kenya? How old is United States in power?
Yeah.
Into leadership. Wameona president wangapi? Over 500 years, right? So
United States, it's over 250 years.
250 years, right?
Yes.
So you cannot build a nation by taxation. Lazima borrow pesa. Shida inakwanga hapa, which will be a question. Ukiboro pesa inafanya kazi gani? Go to Japan. Japan is known globally as a country which has the global debt.
Yeah.
But wame colonized world na moto. 89% of Kenyans wanna drive the Japan motors.
Yeah.
Ukiangalia hizi gari za Japan.
Right?
Toyota, Mazda, Nissan,
Hyundai,
even Subaru, right?
Yeah.
Yes, so inalingana unaboro pesa kufanya nini. That should be the question, which I'm sure that Ruto is gonna perform well na atafanya hiyo pesa yote itafanya kazi inafaa ifanye.
Because you see,
borrowing has never been a problem.
This is where we have a problem, yes? Ruto appointed a cabinet that looks super clueless, yes?
What do you mean by that?
Aisha Jumwa, right now, if I was to ask you what her level of education is,
yes,
you'd do what? There's this, I don't know if you know him, but there's this Kenyan on Twitter by the name of Gabriel Oguda. He'd say that if you asked Aisha Jumwa about her academic level, she'd say abujubuju, meaning she'd not have a clear answer.
No, yes.
We have Aisha Jumwa, who is ish, and then we have someone like Moses Kuria, who
an economist.
It reached a level where the Americans were like, we don't even want to meet this guy. You see? So, what are we doing here? Where if people feel like the cabinet is incompetent, how then are we supposed to turn and be like, this is going to be the best government? I feel like that's such a big statement that reeks of psychophancy than, unajua.
Kuna vitu napendia Ruto. Kuna vitu watatu. One, Ruto rewards anybody, be it where you come from. Aisha Jumwa is a lady who has struggled with education yake. Ametoka from zero. Aisha Jumwa has gone to school from certificate, diploma to degree. Right? Akiwa mtu mkubwa. Let me tell you.
Alipata degree wapi?
Let me tell you, bro. I don't believe in zile writings, zile rumors from hopeless bloggers as that man you're talking about. I don't know anybody called, the name you've mentioned before. Yeah. But ukweli ya mambo, when you go back to Moses Kuria, Moses is an economist from the University of Nairobi.
Okay.
He became a leader at the University of Nairobi. Moses became a banker. Moses became a banker, right? Moses, before he joined the Kenyan politics, alikuwa Middle East as an employee. is someone who knows and has got experience all over world in terms of mambo ya biashara na mambo ya trade.
Yeah.
So any day, any time, Moses as a normal human being can make a remark, the sentimental remark, which may, hurt anybody, right? Atuwezi chukua all blames tuweke Ruto, President Ruto. Because Ruto is the head of the government. But Moses Kuria as a politician, as an individual, pia kona right yake. Now, if any case there is any Kenyan somewhere, ana feel Moses Kuria, kuna 1, 2, 3 alifanya yenye haifurahishi some of the Kenyans. This court, we've got the regime which respect the rule of law. And we are so lucky as Kenyans because we've got the president who respect the rule of law. Yes.
Okay, because as I said, history Aisha Jumwa,
yes,
like her educational background was ish. And you see your defense of that was zile za Ruto rewards. So inamaanisha Ruto will reward mediocrity over, you understand, because I'm sure there are more qualified people from Coast Province that he could have rewarded, and given her, I don't know which political office angepatiwa, but now if you're borrowing at this rate, where let's say by the end of the year tutakuwa tumeborow 1.2 trillion,
yes, yeah,
do you think Ruto will be a 2-term president?
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Where I sit here, I cannot foresee anybody who can outshine Ruto's presidency.
Okay. So if he's going to be a 2-term president, that means in 10 years' time...
Yeah, he's going to be 2-term president.
In 10 years' time, atakuwa ameborow 12 trillion if we continue at this rate.
You know, you borrow kulingana institution. Situation, right?
Yeah.
Like now, inherited a broke government, which was milk pumped down by the previous regime.
Which he was part of.
Which
he was part of Gashagua capacity.
No, alinyimwa. Yeah, alinyimwa. You know, Ruto is a Democrat, man. He's frustrated regarding Gashagua's Ruto, President Uhuru. 2, the reason why Ruto naona akikula hizi tambili, I don't see anybody who can outshine the Ruto's presidency. Because now I saw President, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, the Wiper leader, a man with no liberation history, an opportunist, went to Bondo to seek the support of Oburu Odinga, akitembea na wanawake, plus some youth there. It doesn't work that way, bro.
But if you're talking about liberation record, even Ruto has no liberation record. No, so I don't think that's important.
I'm now talking about Kalonzo Musyoka.
Unakwambia we can't use liberation as any form of...
Ruto is a good student of Machiavelli. He's a PhD student of Machiavelli. At the same time, Ruto has got 2 political fathers in Kenya.
Yeah.
Ruto has got a father, the Moi Senior, and Raila Amolo Odinga, right? He knows what to speak and speak it where.
Yeah.
Again, the point is someone who is a shrewd politician, so aggressive. And Ruto knows the value of youth men, the young generation.
Yeah.
Go to Rift Valley. Utapata mtu kama Toto, right? You didn't know Toto. Imagine Toto aizipatiwa tiketi ya UDM ya MCA in Nyakach ward. One of the wards in Nyakach constituency where Mwafrika anatoka. Mwafrika anajua. Hawezi. Ruto made Toto a leader. This guy called Aaron Cheriot used to be my buddy before. Right? Hata ikienda kusimama kwa senatorial, yule clan wake Charles Keter akatolewa hapo, akapata promotion to ministerial position. Alienda, there were big men, the likes of Frankenbet. There were people. Right? But Aaron Cheriot became a senator, and now he has joined the class of big boss. Right?
Yeah.
Can you see the people surrounds Ruto? The likes of Ndindi Nyoro, the likes of Murkomen. Where are they in Lowland, bro? And let me tell you, my brother, Mwafrika, we as the community of Luku, we as the people from the Luku community, leadership ya ODM imefanya tuko na shortage of leadership, and it will cost us for more than 50 years to fill that.
I don't dispute that, but I think crediting Ndindi Nyoro as a product of Ruto is a lie. You know why? Because I remember Dindi Nyoro clearly, because in 2017,
Yes.
as a Uhuru sycophant, he was saying that Kenya needs to turn into a dictatorship so that Uhuru can run the country with an iron fist. So just because alikama kakosana na Uhuru, haimaanishi will never forget that he said that. Remember, he wanted Uhuru to run this country as a dictatorship.
I want
to suspend the constitution and...
I want to tell your viewers, and then they are now watching us, that those who surround Ruto, yes or not, please, are they young community or old people?
Okay, so we are practicing ageism, because you see the worst thing about youth is youth fades. Like if you're lucky enough, your youth fades, because a lot of people don't live long enough to live their youth. You know, there's a lot of people who die young.
Can I tell you?
So,
can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I'm sorry for cutting you off, right?
No, it's okay, it's okay.
We are now in 13th parliament.
Yeah.
The 12th parliament. Tulikuwa na my good friend. I mean, it's being wasted kwa hii chama kwa hapo. Anaitwa Senate of this guy from Narok.
Yeah. Narok ni Olekina.
Oledama was frustrated big time. Akiwa na Ongeri, Professor Ongeri, back then was a senator in Kisii County. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Kwa position ya one of the positions in the parliament. They really fought that man until wakampaka matop as a mole. Can you remember?
Okay.
Right? Ruto's team alimkoa akacha hiyo position. Are you getting the point? So the narrative, the culture of the people surrounds the ODM party, including the top leadership, they cannot accommodate. They don't accommodate. And they fail to understand how to accommodate the young generation or new ideas.
Okay.
And that's why...
I can respect you saying that, yes.
ODM party, ODM as a political party, in 2007 ilikuwa stronger. Nguvu yake inaisha every time watu wanaenda election.
Yeah.
In 2007, the likes of Ababu na Mwamba, the likes of Joe, you saw how they frustrated Ababu na Mwamba.
Yeah.
In 2007, party ilikuwa na nguvu, ilikuwa na young gen, the likes of Jacoyo Midio, right? They were young thugs back then. In 2013, in 2017, in 2022, hadi imefika wa leo. Yes. Yeah. Now go back home, bro. Nani unaweza compare na Aaron Cheriot back home?
Okay, I don't know about that, because mi kitu moja ile najua. I think what you've said about Ruto that stands out is the way he's a shrewd politician.
Yes.
And the reason why Ruto is a shrewd politician is because Ruto stood up in 2022.
Yes.
And he convinced people that he was the first son of a nobody who became president.
Yes.
And did you believe that?
It's true.
No, it's not.
What do you mean by it's not?
Jomo Kenyatta. Do you know? Tell me Jomo Kenyatta's father. What was his name?
Jomo Kenyatta. No father.
Jomo Kenyatta's father. You don't know. So Jomo Kenyatta was the son of a nobody. What about the high school teacher turned president?
Let me tell you, bro.
Let
me tell you about the Jomo Kenyatta.
Let's go step by step. Yes. Moi's father, what was his name?
I want to talk about Jomo Kenyatta's father.
Yes.
Jomo Kenyatta's mother was working for the white settlers as a nurse.
Yeah.
Is it true? And Jomo Kenyatta collaborated with the white people until it was taken to abroad afundishwe. Okay. So Jomo became a president. You know, Jomo has got two faces. In fact, three faces.
Yeah.
There's Jomo in prison. There's Jomo, an employee, yule alikuwa na read meter. Sini kweli? Na Jomo, the son of a nurse, bro. What are you talking
so
about?
A nurse is not a
and
nobody?
And Jomo, the president.
So a nurse is not a nobody?
A nurse is somebody.
Okay, so...
Yes. Ruto...
Okay, let's go step by step.
Yes.
Okay, sir, okay. Jomo's mother was a nurse. Someone his father?
Yes.
So that's not a nobody. Okay, sir, let's go to
Moi.
Moi's father was what?
Moi's father. Who raised Moi? Who raised Moi? The uncle.
Yes.
Who's a rich man.
Okay, so this is how we are going to rewrite history.
You're getting the point.
We are going to rewrite history to fit because this is a historical fact. Moi Kenyatta was the son of a nobody. Nobody knows the father's name.
Yes.
That's what literally we mean by nobody.
Yeah.
If nobody knows your father's name, that person is a nobody. So we don't know Jomo Kenyatta's father's name. We don't know Moi's father's name.
Moi was
We don't know
adopted
Kibaki.
son.
We don't know Kibaki's father's name. So these three were sons of nobodies. The
Now let me-
only son of a somebody.
Mwafrika, I know you are
The
not
only son
you
of
are
a
not an
somebody.
Azimio member interviewing
Yes.
me here.
Yeah.
Now let me tell you.
I'm just setting facts.
Now let me ask you.
Yes.
Kibaki could afford the Makerere.
He was the son of a nobody.
Who could afford Makerere
Yes.
as an economy?
Have you seen his family?
Have
you seen Kibaki's
Are
family?
you getting it there, bro?
Nani could afford.
Let me tell you, being that it was a son of nobody
Mm.
made Kibaki work well for Kenyans.
Make Kibaki.
If you are saying Kibaki was a nobody,
Was the son of a nobody.
and was a nobody.
The only son of a somebody was Uhuru Kenyatta. And of course, Raila Odinga is also the
Yes.
son of a somebody.
Yeah.
But to be on stage on September 13th, 2022 and cry that you've proven that the son of a nobody can be president was crocodile tears. And
You know the narrative you wanted to change, right? That anybody... Do you know why Ruto gathered the crowd? I mean, the majority of Kenyans behind him. That we wanted... Hatukuwataka to create the limit of anybody. Anybody from any family, whatever family, bro, can be a political chieftain so long as you can serve. Hiyo ndio tulikuwa najaribu kuadvocate. Not to block so at wewe ni dynasty ama anybody.
Ziende alianzisha the dynasty narrative.
Not dynastic narrative. Ruto was trying to advocate that anybody from any family can be a leader, can be a political chieftain, can be elected, so long as akuna zile qualities of a leader.
Lakini sasa, okay. Now, what has he proven so far? Like, the economy is doing really badly. Now we are blaming the global economy.
I've said this severally. I'm telling you, it's a global economic meltdown. It's
so
not
now
a Kenyan
it's
affair.
global, but when
Kuna unajua Ruto amechukua nchi bado tulikuwa na zile effects, the impact of COVID-19, right? Hiyo ilikuwa hapo.
Yeah.
Tukakuwa na hiyo uchumi mbaya imekreatiwa na the previous regime, overborrowed,
which was part of
which is you know it well. I mean the mambo ya Russia-Ukraine war, right?
Okay.
Na economic revolution. If you go to Germany, go to Germany, you see the cost of living in Germany.
Okay.
Go to
so
Palestine.
now we want to compare ourselves
People want
with
to protest in Palestine over cost of living, my brother. I mean, Kenyans
Palestine
are so lucky because wamepata William Samoei Ruto who understand the uchumi. Ruto has got experience to run a country. You know why? Ruto amefanya na Moi, right, as a youth man.
Yeah.
Ruto amefanya na Kibaki as a minister of agriculture. Of course, the backbone ya Kenya ni agriculture. Sino kweli. Ruto amefanya na Uhuru Kenyatta as a deputy president. This is the best man ever. I'm telling you. Because he's got a lot of experience.
But so far he's doing really poorly. Can we at least agree on that? Like, the cost of living is high. Like, power has gone up.
Do you know how you can reduce?
Electricity has gone up. And you see, when electricity goes up, and umesikia Kenya Power amesema they've gotten losses.
Do you know the way to lower the cost of living?
Yes.
Right? Is to subsidize production. How can you subsidize production? Right? Unangalia Kenyans, the Kenyan community, wana depend on nini? Kenyans wana depend on agricultural produce. Are you get the point? Kama unga.
Yeah.
Sahi, the KK government, the government I belong to, wamepunguza bei ya mbolea from 75,000 kwa ile previous regime to 2,500, my brother.
75,000.
7,500, I mean.
Okay.
From 7,500 shillings to 2,500 shillings.
Kwa nini chakula itufikie?
The previous regime ilikuwa napea millers pesa ya mahindi. Mahindi inatoka wapi kama uweze lima mahindi? Lazima you subsidize production. And let me tell you, you cannot subsidize everything because you can't build a nation by subsidy. Nowhere on earth you can build a nation by subsidy. I'm telling you, you can only subsidize production as manure, which he has done. I'm telling you.
but
Yes.
tutaanza kubenefit hizi vitu lini, tutaanza kuzifeel lini? Cause
Mwafrika, I know you
kile
go
mi
home.
najua
Mwafrika, you go home.
yeah?
I know you go home.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm.
And you're a good father, my good friend.
Mm.
I'm a farmer too. Right?
Mm.
Back home, the bigger percentage of Kenyans wakuli hii unga ya mfuko hii. Wanakula ile mahindi arega. I get the point. Back home sahi
kusiaga
ile kushiaga pole my brother.
Arega ni kushiaga. Nimezoezi majini. Siku hizi na CASHAPP.
Na lazima utalo ile nini. What is talking
ile nini kabla wachilie.
Kabla wachilie.
Sahi as we speak per se. Watu walivuna. Kabisa. Mahindi iko kabisa, because the current regime, the KK government heads by William Samoei Ruto, reduced the cost on mbolea back home.
Okay.
Ali subsidize production.
You see, even
Mbegu iko,
Ruto is at Ruto. Ian is a Ruto supporter and he's surprised. I'm seeing him looking at you like, no, you can't.
I know
it's now daddy talking and nisikiza.
I know kuna yields and na vile ulisema kumekuwa na harvests.
Yeah.
Ni venye haija trickle
down economics,
kwa nini kwa hadi kwa consumer.
Let me tell you.
Ama how long is it going to take? Because now we are not expecting a substantial amount of rainfall.
Because let's not forget,
Ruto
has been in power for over a year, yes?
9
that
months.
means he's gone through all the seasons.
Yeah.
Yes? So the planting season, the harvesting season. Because I remember the first day vile aliingia, alitoa hizo subsidies za nini ilikuwa? Like the first thing alifanya ni fertilizer.
Yes.
If 1 year later, hatuwezi feel your fertilizer, when are we going to feel it? You understand?
Let me tell you.
Are we going to blame the world economy on mahindi kuto?
Let me tell you, bro. I want to tell you. I know you know Brazil.
Yeah.
Brazil is known kulingana mambo ya farming. Right?
Yeah.
Because every government in Brazil create avenues for farming. They subsidize the farming. Right?
Yeah.
Ruto is a good student of every thrive government. Right? That's why you can see Ruto in China. That's why he makes several foreign trips. In Ukraine, sai kuna vita. Sinu kweli? But they can still feed Kenyans. Right? Because government ya Ukraine ina subsidize the production. Inalingana hiyo inchi wanategemea nini? Right? The previous regime ilikuwa na subsidize mambo ya mafuta na all the rest gas. Hiyo the creation of rubies. I don't want to talk about rubies and other petrol stations because we're in another IKONINI media, right?
Yeah.
But everybody knows. So if you want to help the common man hapa chini, punguza bei ya mbolea. Atatoka soko na mbolea bei chini, apande mahindi. Are you getting the point? Are you getting me, bro?
Yeah, I'm getting.
Yes.
I'm getting.
Watu walivuna sahi ilikuwa 3,500, sahi ni 2,500. Atuna El Nino, but tulijipanga.
Okay.
Right? Hiyo ni science. You can't fight science. Watu watavuna. Sahi hata kuna zingine ijatoka kwa shamba kama Kitale. My good brother knows it well. Imanisha Kenya haitakuwa inchi ya ncha.
Okay.
That's why I'm telling you, being a son of nobody, unajua maslahi ya watu wa chini.
Hakuna history ya son of nobody was the most whatever ish that I've ever had.
Yes.
Okay, but at least one thing we can agree on is because we made you literally sweat. One thing we can agree on is defending Ruto is really hard. I think that's one thing we can because what has happened was
yes.
I always say that when Kibaki left and Uhuru came in, the impact was not felt that much. This time we've actually felt the impact of Ruto coming in, and because personally I don't mind the shilling getting a beating from the dollar I don't mind that personally, yes. Me what I mind is it kama bei za stima kwenda juu nacheki apart from bei ya stima kwenda juu like everything is just going up and I hear part of the solutions is to pay for crusades za Benny Hinn and Benny Hinn is a con man and who performs no miracles. I want real solutions. You see, like when you go to the Chinese you'll never hear let's call a crusade. They'll jail the crusader. They won't you understand, like we need real solutions and so far the Ruto government has been performing poorly. But I'm also here on record saying that if anything that Ruto said in his inaugural speech, not even in his inaugural speech, in his acceptance speech, when he was declared the winner, I remember that day he had this speech he did akienjoy other journalists from other stations. That president would have been one of the best. But so far his performance has been dismal. His performance has been, I don't know even which terms to use.
Now
like,
you're becoming so unfair.
No. It's been a rough.
Let me tell you,
rough for a lot of Kenyans.
Let me tell you this, bro. Only that Kenyans are very forgetful. When Kibaki took over, things were not the same.
Tulienjoy. You are arresting the police.
Of course, nani alikuwa napea watu maziwa, Nyayo, nini. Things were not the same as Nyayo's regime. Ilikuwa tight kidogo. Sini ukweli? It's true.
Vile Uhuru aliingia, Ruto aliingia, Ruto. Kibaki. Hey! Tulienjoy bana. Internet ikakuja ikakuwa faster.
Maisha ngumu, ile enzi ya Moi tulikuwa naona pesa. What walikuwa nasema? Let me tell you.
I think the only thing people complained about was tribalism. I think that was his undoing. But cost of living, I don't think anyone
was a bit tight, I'm telling you. True.
Okay.
You see, you cannot run and you cannot build a nation. Kibaki akwa mtu wa showbiz. Two, akwa mtu wa handouts. Right? Na akwa mtu wa subsidies. He wanted to build a legacy. And he wanted to build a better Kenya. Na hiyo ndio kiatu Ruto amevaa.
Okay, wacha tuone kama hiki kiatu atafunga laces. Kwa so far ameshindwa kufunga laces. So Mr. Okinda, asante sana.
Yes.
Nini hii time tuna shoot na wewe we just about kuanzisha live ya IKONINI but tumeshukuru. I think we should have you back, I think at least in either 6 months or 1 year's time because we need to see if things will have improved.
But sai nime Google price za unga sana angalia choko. Kwani inakuanga pale nini? Naona ni 172.
Ilikuwa pesa ngapi?
Sikwenda ilikuwa 200.
Usilikuwa 200 na Uhuru aliacha ikuwa 250 hapo.
Hakuna.
So nimeenda ile kuangalia kama the substantial rain inatu because I was worried.
Right.
You know asemanga as right as rain.
Watu penda kutandika. Uhuru alituaje? Vile Uhuru alikuwa hapa na sikeze. But tumeshukuru at least tumepata mseme iko pro Ruto leo which is it was a breath of fresh air, si ndio? Yes, so imekuwa ni episode 230. Tukisema like, subscribe, hit the notification button, tell a friend to tell a friend. Tukimalizia 230 tukisema Iko Nini.
Iko Nini.